Hi there, welcome back to another video. I'm Christine, this is Nomad Unknown, and I am wrapping up a month-long stay at an Airbnb in an indigenous village in Ecuador. It's called Pucara, and I've been staying at this Airbnb for just about 1 month, and it's been amazing, but now it's time for me to wrap it up, and I'm off to explore a little bit more of Ecuador. Let me give you a little tour of the Airbnb. So this is a volcano. It's called Imbabera. Imbabera? Yeah, I think that's it. And then this is also an organic farm. So you can see, I don't know where all the animals are. They're probably, oh, there's a sheep. There's sheep. Okay, we see sheep over here. Oh my gosh. I've never seen a sheep laying down like that. Let me not bother them too much. There's also another place right up there. And then this is my little abode. I feel like the camera is a little blurry, so let me fix that. Go inside, and when you first enter, there's the bathroom, shower, toilet, sink, everything you need. There's this cabinet here, which I never really used, and then this is the living room. So I've got some things laying around, just last minute things that I need to pack up. It is a 2-story, so we'll go up into the loft. And up here is actually a pretty spacious bedroom. Nice big bed, couple of windows. Yeah, it's been very comfortable. Let's go into the kitchen. Great little kitchen. I've really enjoyed being able to cook food for myself. Water purifier here. Yeah, this is a little stovetop, which is great. So I've got about 45 minutes before I leave. One of the Airbnb hosts is kindly going to take me to Otavalo, where I'm going to get on the bus. But I'm also going to have like a couple of hours there before the bus ride, just because I need to go to the ATM and I want to get something to eat. It's like a 6 or 7 hour bus ride today, so yeah, it's going to be a journey. Let's chat while I drink, and then then I just need to do dishes, throw everything in my backpack. Did you fall again? Okay, we need to fix this properly. What has it been like? So first of all, the Airbnb hosts are amazing. They're so kind, very warm, hospitable, and have just, yeah, have been so sweet to me. And I couldn't have really asked for anything more in terms of that. The place has been comfortable. It doesn't have heating, or it doesn't have a fireplace. Like the other little rental that they have has a fireplace. But this one is less expensive. So let's start there. I spent like almost $200 on this place for like a month. And I have my own kitchen, my own bedroom, my own bathroom. Like, that's unbelievable. It's clean, it's comfortable, beautiful property, great views. I've been able to cook all my own food. Yeah, it's just been great. And that's part of the reason why I'm staying here in Ecuador longer, is because it is less expensive and I'm, you know, trying to make that budget work. Yeah, so I have my own kitchen, and I've been able to cook all my own food. And honestly, since I've been living in communal housing or staying with family, friends, all that kind of stuff for the past, since 2019, since 2019. But the fruits and vegetables are incredible. So that's been like a lot of what my diet has been. And here there is an organic garden. And so I've been allowed to go out and pick some things. So one day I went and picked lettuce and made myself a beautiful salad for a couple of days. Things like that. They'll bring me things. They brought me like this giant squash and squash soup, and just, yeah, it's been really nice in that front. In terms of the village, it's kind of remote. Even people that live in the kind of nearby towns, taxi drivers and things like that, haven't known exactly where I need to go when I try to get back. Since I've been here, I've been able to get more comfortable with using the bus system and how that works and taking that into town if I'm not walking. There is one town that I walk to. It's just 2 miles and it's pretty much downhill, so nice little walk. And then usually when I'm there, I'll grab groceries or something, so I'll take a cab back up, or I'll take the bus. The bus, it costs like between $0.25 and 50 cents to go somewhere, depending on how far you're going. It's really inexpensive. Otavalo is probably the most well-known city in this area. It's known for its big giant market that they have. They have a market every day, but on the weekends it's more of a spectacle. Like, all the vendors are there and it's really cool. There's a lot of artisan handiwares and things like that. I got this sweater there because it's actually colder than I expected it to be here. It's been raining a lot this year, which is unusual. So yeah, and it's alpaca wool made by artisans, and it was $25, which I think was a really good deal. But they sell like lots of jewelry and woodwork and things like that. And then there's a food court area. So that's pretty cool. People will come from Quito for the day to check that out. And then Cotopaxi is the next biggest one, and that I've been there a few times. There's a pretty big expat community there. I think the population in Cotopaxi is 10,000 people, and there's like 1,000 expats or something like that. So they have a pretty strong influence on the city. And then, yeah, outside of Cotopaxi, there's the national park. It's Quito National Park, and that is a preserve, and there's a volcanic crater there that's filled, it's a lake with a couple of islands in it, and that's a popular destination, and I went and hiked that. The hike goes around the ridgeline, and it's 8 miles all around, and that was a lot of fun. So here in the village, it's pretty much people are farmers. A lot, it's like I said, it's an indigenous village, so the indigenous people live here. I would say that there's like some poverty here, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel depressing or desperate or anything. So I hesitate to use the word poverty because I don't want to insult anyone. It's just different than anything I've seen or experienced. And there are just some really charming homes, there's actually some really beautiful homes here as well. And it's just, I think, a more simple way of living, but I really treasure the way that the Andean people in their traditional dress, how they wear it. Like, they look so sharp, so immaculate, and they're just like out digging a hole. Like, I just think of how nowadays it's like normal to show up to the airport in a sweatsuit, and here they're out like sweeping something outside or digging a hole or doing laundry, and they're literally wearing like bright whites and a blazer and a hat for the men, or like a beautiful embroidered white blouse and an overlay, like usually it's a dark blue skirt, and their cute shoes. It's just like, I just love it. I just really am impressed by, yeah, by that part of the culture. Now I'm going to talk about something kind of negative, and it's the dogs. I have had such a problem with the dogs here. Not every dog, but it's really actually become quite a hindrance. So walking around, just even in the streets, especially in the more like less highly trafficked streets, so like not the high street or, you know, where the shops are, things like that, but even like walking from here up to the main street, the other day I encountered some dogs that I'd walked past at least like more than a dozen times, so many times, because this was just the other day, and I've been here a month, and I've been trying to go out walking like most days, and several of the dogs at that house ran up to me out of nowhere, started barking, and one of them actually, like, I don't know if he scratched me or what, but I had like a mark on my leg through my pants. And that's actually the last time it's happened to me, because I stopped going out after that, because I'm like, I've walked past these dogs so many times and I was totally fine, and like now I'm not, and I don't know why. And so for me, the risk is just not worth it to get, you know, bit by a strange dog or, you know, mauled. I'm just scared, and I had to really have like a heart-to-heart with myself, and because it meant giving up the walking that I wanted to be doing. But if I sustain some sort of injury like that, like here, I just don't want to, like, I just don't want to have that happen to me anywhere. And if I was out in the wilderness and there was a problematic bear or something, like some risk of an animal, I wouldn't, if it was I think I feel like I shouldn't be afraid of dogs, because I like grew up with dogs, and I've, you know, been a mother to dogs, and I love dogs, but I can't love every dog, and not every dog is going to love me or be okay with me being somewhere. So, and they're unpredictable. And so that has been an issue. That has been really the only negative thing about being in Ecuador, but unfortunately, because so much of what I wanted to be doing was to be out walking in the Andes, it has impacted that. A turkey and brie toasty, and it's got some jam on it. It's giving backpacking through Europe vibes, and I'm not mad about it. It's been a little chaotic. Everyone here is telling me that they don't have a direct bus to Baños from Otavalo, but I already bought the ticket. Fortunately, the company I booked them through WhatsApp, and then they gave me the number of the driver. So I texted the driver, I called the driver, and he told me he's 20 minutes away. So the bus is like 40 or 50 minutes late, but I guess it's still coming, so that's a good thing. They were trying to get me to go on the bus to Quito, but I'm like, no, I know I bought a ticket, I have a ticket, so let's hope it all works out. Update. One guy told me that they only pick up at the Pan American Highway. bus driver, he told me he would be here in 5 minutes. I was trying to clarify that he meant here when he said he was going to be here and not at the Pan American Highway, but can't quite get that clarified in my poor Spanish, so we're going to see if they show up, and if not, then maybe I'm going to Quito tonight. On my way to Quito.
Pero se me está haciendo imposible si sales donde sea. Si sales donde sea que voy caminando, en una pareja que se están besando, en el arco iris con quien se maquilla si no está llorando. En todas las calles veo tu sonrisa, es que lo que tú quieres es Raymond, el Juaricho, ahí nomás. Indigenous Producciones.
By happy accident, I've decided to stay in Quito for one more night. I wasn't even supposed to come here yesterday, as you may remember. It was just an issue with the bus. But I'm happy that I did. I did a salsa class last night, had a nice dinner, met some people. And then today, actually last night I was looking at available activities, and some of them were just really speaking to me that last time when I got to Ecuador, I think I was feeling a little burnt out, or when I first got to Ecuador and last time I was staying here, I was feeling a little burnt out. And they just didn't appeal to me. But I've decided to do a couple of activities over the next, over today and then tomorrow morning, and then I'll head out tomorrow afternoon. So yay.
Teleférico.
Teleferico.
Sí.
¿Cinco?
¿Qué? Ay, no tarde, no tarde.
Actually a semi-clear day here in Quito. There are clouds in the sky, but the ceiling is somewhat high. So I'm actually gonna go up the teleferico that's here and do a little bit of hiking. Nice way to start the day. Wow. It's so quiet, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is everything. This is so beautiful and quiet. Oh, wow. Clouds are moving in. There's the church up over there somewhere. I can't really tell where it is on the camera. So there's two paths. When I go down here, it goes to the left and to the right. I think I'm gonna take the one to the right and just stay on this side of the mountain since the clouds are coming in on the other side. Actually a ravine right here. So I don't go down this way. I wanna take that trail. So I'm gonna continue a little bit on the ridge and I assume I drop down somewhere like right over here. Honestly, you guys, this kind of stuff is just so fun to me, to be like out here problem solving and figuring routes out and things like that. Like, I love it. It's exciting. That's why I like to share the journey, because maybe some of you like that too. I realized I forgot to notate my highest point, but I'm pretty sure it was like 13.5 or something. The highest it was when I checked was 13,250, and that was before the second hill, so probably 13.5, maybe less than that. Either way, still pretty freaking high. Not much of a view on the way down, so I'm really glad I came up early. The teleferico opens at 9 a.m. and that's essentially when I got here. They were just starting to load people when I arrived. Wow, that was so nice. A very awesome hike. So I'm back at the hostel, and I have an early morning for my excursion tomorrow, so I want to get all of my stuff together for tomorrow morning, like to get ready for the day. And I'm gonna put all that in this tote bag so I'm not rifling through stuff and disturbing my roommates. And then I'm gonna pack my backpack with everything I need for the day tomorrow. And since it's the middle of the day, everybody's out, so the hostel room is empty and I'm able to kind of spread out just a little bit and get myself organized before my next activity starts in about an hour and a half. I'm at the middle of the world on the equator. I'm about to go stand in the northern and southern hemispheres at the same time. Oh, over there.
We have 7 minutes here.
Yeah. I paid most of our $5.
Yeah.
One of those is shuar. Shuar people long time ago practiced this technique with them enemies just in order to preserve everything inside. Brain, eyes, organs, everything. Just the skin and hair, no bones. Well then, inflate vessels like that one. This came from the Amazon rainforest and also Pacific coast of Ecuador and Peru. Obviously when they were married with the wife. Alright guys, and in the color now we are in this like picture that in my hand is the sun. And we put the sun right here in the southern. That means that the shadow should be reflected right there in the north. Where the shadow is means cold season. That means for the north, autumn and winter. While the sun is right here in the southern, obviously hot season for the south, spring and summer. So this is happening twice a year. Because from here we can see the sun switching among the both hemispheres twice a year, okay? That means that sun will stay right here in the southern 6 months, and then it's going to the north 6 months again.
Oh, wow.
When the sun is coming and cross to the next hemisphere, is right here, straight up of us. And the light is falling straight down here. That's right here on the line, the shadow disappeared. There is no shadow for almost 3 minutes. And the local people long time ago knew about this. And places over the planet Earth. So firstly, Ecuadorian toilet, and then southern one, afterwards northern one. And let's see the difference, okay? So please you focus on the surface. and the lips. Alright? Let's see how Korean works. Ready? Ecuadorian toilet.
It goes straight down.
Yes. Any spinning?
No.
No. Just straight down. It's because here in Ecuador nothing ever happens. But now let's see what is happening when we flush the toilet in the southern. Follow me to Brazil. It's clockwise, right?
Interestingly, there's one commercial center for the equator that is not on the actual equator, and that was, it's so strange. Like a lot of the pictures you might see online are taken there because there's a big monument and everything, but the actual like latitude, longitude 000 is very close to that, and it's a whole different museum experience. It's actually really cool and very fun because there's a lot of very special things that happen just on the equator. Like the feeling of the centrifuge, water on the northern hemisphere versus the southern hemisphere moving in different directions, and even in a matter of a couple of feet those things are demonstrated. It was really cool. I'm like a bird on my way. I don't know when you do this. I think I like it. I'm like a bird on my way. Good morning! So today I have an excursion that I'm really excited about. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I need to meet at the plaza at 7:30, but I think I'm going to leave here at like 6:50 and maybe try to get something light to eat before getting in the van. But I'm going to Cotopaxi National Park, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be the highest I've ever been. Not summoning Cotopaxi, mind you, but still very exciting. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap everything up and be headed out there. I have a lot of confidence in our guide. He seems like he knows what he's talking about. And he told us about 65 times to make sure that we had sugar. So we just stopped and I bought these because that's gonna help me climb.
Well, guys, 2 little babies, like this. Oh, they're very small babies. And they was eating. I said, wow. And of course,
we are currently surrounded by volcanoes. Crazy. like giving up already because it's too cold outside. It's too wet, it's too cold, it's still fun. The thunder in Ecuador just goes on and on forever.